teams are making their way out on the pitches for the matches at 4 p.m. Please put your hands together for the teams on pitch 1, United States and Scotland. On pitch 2, Wales and England. On pitch 5, Argentina and India. And pitch 6 for Scotland and Ireland. The very best of luck to all the teams. Enjoy the game. Once again, the very best of luck to all the teams.
Hockey Centre. It's the Netmasters Hockey World Cup 2022 and we're about to bring you live coverage of United States versus Scotland in the over-40s men's competition. 18 in the lineup for the USA today. Scotland opting for 17. 2 goalkeepers in the United States side, Travis Shattuck and David Eddy. Shattuck is the player starting. Scotland have 2 goalkeepers as well, David Snell and Matt Jones. Jones the player preferred for Scotland. We've had already a great game in commentary immediately before this one. It's almost time we haven't. We are off and underway. It is Scotland in all blue that begin quite a driving run from Magnus Ferrier. It's the United States and the red, blue and red in possession now. The sun has somewhat gone in a tiny bit. It has been a hot day, scrambling moment from US goalkeeper Shattuck. Busy start to the game. This is an over-40s men's match. Your umpires from Sri Lanka, Indra Wasana Herath, and from New Zealand, AJ Small. USA penned into a corner. Do try and find a way out through the air. If this is the first match you've seen of the competition, we are playing 17.5-minute quarters rather than the more familiar, if you've been watching either the Commonwealth Games or the Pro League recently. 15-minute quarters is the way there, but 17.5 here. USA in possession. Little touch to the side. Salcedo de Diego. Nice turn, expecting a run off, and that's hit the player, and the player's down. It's gone a free hit, but the concern is for the player. Player is Chris Smith, Scotland's captain, who's just getting up to his knees at the moment. We won't focus the camera on that, but just to let you know that Chris Smith is up and okay. I'm sure that wasn't a pleasant moment for him. He'll take the free hit from pretty much where he fell. So Scotland free hit. Scotland working it from the back. This is Chris Wilson, assesses the options, decides to go down the line. Little touch and control. USA intercept. Illegally. Shallow aerial ball flicked in and up. Ferrier touching the ball onwards. Well, we're in and settled 2 minutes and then some into the action. Many thanks to our presentation partners, Selexia and Hockey for Heroes. Without their support, we wouldn't be able to put these games live wherever you may be watching them now. Lively start from the two teams, and again Ferrier involved on the right hand side. That's bounced fortunately, and Scotland can break. Cochrane into the circle, checks back on the reverse side, plays it towards the goal. Goalkeeper makes an interception, and it looks like we've got our first penalty corner of the game. It's gone the way of Scotland, and it's an early penalty corner. So going over to inject is Craig Hilton. USA getting prepared behind the frame of the goal at the moment, getting the old face protecting gear on. Stephen Moore, I think, is likeliest to meet this on the edge of the circle. The trapper is probably going to be Graham Stenhouse, but we'll see if that's the case. In fact, it is. Play towards the right and turned just wide of the upright. Long corner is the call from the umpire. Nice work move from Scotland. Long corner, though, is the outcome. Nice run into space from Hollington. Hollington goes towards the baseline. Long corner again. Scotland building up a head of steam here. Another long corner. Two or 3 minutes of the ball being almost in the Scotland's possession. That's another penalty corner. Chris Wilson doing well. I think it was his play that forced the penalty corner. United States not too thrilled by this outcome. I'm not sure if the umpire's about to have a chat about this. I think the radios may not be in tip-top condition. So I don't know if there's a discussion about the penalty corner that's taking place, or whether it's just a technical thing. What I can tell outside of the window here in the chapel, it looks as if it isn't a penalty corner after all. Clock running again. Ball's gone the way of the USA. Driven ball in, Scotland intercept on halfway. Trying to ship it out quickly. Nice movement on the halfway line, but just about kept in. Well done. USA pick it up once more, nudged out for a USA sideline ball just in front of their bench. Team managers Peter Bale, coach of the USA Shiv Jagde. Penalty corner, USA. Out of nothing, pretty much. Ball fired into the circle. First time we get to see what USA have got in the locker from the penalty corner routines. Injection is rapid and played in deep and low, and that's the opening goal. USA take the lead, converting their penalty corner, and the player taking the congratulations. Delightful, low, hard finish. You heard the sound of the ball hitting the backboard. USA leads Scotland by 1-0. Here's the replay. Play has restarted, but we'll stick with the replay so we can identify the goal scorer. There's the trap, hammered in low, and that is number 5 for the United States, David Dupreez. who has given the USA the lead from the penalty corner. Brilliant finish. You'll see that score reflected on the scoreboard in a moment. So great start, one penalty corner apiece. United States notching their first opportunity. Fantastic hit from David de Vries. USA are pressing again around the edge of the circle. Nothing there though. Reminder, you're watching the Net Masters Hockey World Cup 2022. Our lead sponsor is Net, that's Nottingham Express Transit. You may see the trams go beyond the right-hand side goal at the boulevard end from time to time during the day. Every 7 minutes or so. Scotland working it nicely through Wilson. Wilson finds a way around his midfield opponent, or skipping into the circle and touch behind from a USA stick. Long corner for Scotland. Nice rapid movement, and they're not holding back here, and they have been pulled back. I don't think the ball was still on the line for the restart, so they're going to go again with Wilson this time. Somewhat telegraph that, and the USA get the whistle. Aerial ball taken down in an advanced position into the circle and just bouncing off the foot. You can see that disappointed, a rock back. Player furthest forward for the USA, bit of a coming together. It's a long blow on the whistle. And I think we've just seen a card shown to Alvaro Salcedo de Diego. You get confirmation of that in due course, which colour was shown as well. Yes, he's definitely gone for a sit down, so it's Scotland that have a numerical advantage for the time being. USA working it out from the back under an intense amount of pressure from Scotland, trying to win it back high up the field. Craig Hilton again in there. Now Cochrane tries to step in. Scotland make their way into the circle. However, bar blows up in favour of USA. We are rolling again. That's a miscontrol. A slide to try and keep the ball under the spell of the USA side. Angle ball back. Scotland really pressing high up the field now. Although USA allowed to walk the ball forward. Not much pressure, straight through the middle. Wilson again on the right-hand side involved. Just a quick note, in case you didn't catch it earlier on, USA captain is number 12, Andrew Todd. And Scotland's captain is 58 on his back, Chris Smith. Wilson again on the right-hand side involved. Just a quick note, in case you didn't catch it earlier on, USA captain is number 12, Andrew Todd. And Scotland's captain is 58 on his back, Chris Smith. So an angle here that Scotland can use, no. So that's Wilson again who has to go back, pushing the ball over to the left-hand side. Scotland building closer and closer to the halfway line. Angled diagonal ball. That's nice. Goes through 2 challenges. The roll ball forward though does take a deflection from the USA. Huge call of play. USA back to a full complement of players. Does look like it was a green card that was shown a few moments ago to Alvaro Salcedo de Diego. All the way through. Scotland still probing, looking for a route through. A reminder, we will have a break in play. Quarter time coming at 17.5 minutes, so over 5 or just less than 5 minutes away now. Wilson again tries to find a way around this time. Scotland pressed in by the corner flag. All coming off a USA stick, so once again Wilson in possession on the right hand side, laying it off to Cochrane. Cochrane assesses, decides to flick the ball into the circle. USA looks like they've got the advantage. Trying to bring it out of a very, very busy part of the field of play. Long flick ball forward, taken down very, very neatly in the Scotland defence again. Nice return pass, nice control, but it's the Scotland defence at the moment to transfer the ball higher up the field. USA look like they've intercepted. There's a player wanting it. There's the take. Can the shot come in? Scotland defended it. Here's a second shot, padded away. Really strong shot. That's Matt Jones in the Scotland goal. Decisive action. Space for Cochrane to operate in on Scotland's right-hand side. Checks inside, makes the space for himself. Tries to play the ball into the circle, takes a couple of touches. What's the decision? Long corner. Having a close look at things. USA can clear. USA look more dangerous when they've been in promising positions. Scotland have had a lot of the ball. Not really forced that golden opening yet. O40s men's competition. The next Masters World Cups 2022. Nottingham Hockey Centre. We're still looking around 30 to 32 degrees. What time of the day is it now? It is 4:15 in the afternoon. It's still very hot and sticky. Commendable work from the players. Nice turn and take. USA shielding the ball. Serge Perez de Monteviega. I think it's Serge Viega he would be known as, I think. Some language may have popped through to the microphone there, which I hope didn't spoil your enjoyment. Scotland building bridgehead around the edge of the circle, support coming up. A lot of movement required, but there's only one or two players moving. Fired in. Scotland, a long corner. In fact, it's better than that. It is a penalty corner. Let's have a look at the replay. The ball was fired in. I think it may have flicked off a stick, but it may have ultimately came off a foot. So a second penalty corner for Scotland. Let's have a look at it again. Here's the restart. This is a replay you're watching. Fired in into a crowd of players, and I think, yes, there it is. Standing, one foot's in the air. Similar routine. I think the trapper will be Stonehouse, and Cochrane is likely to be the one that hits this, where umpire's not happy with Craig Smith of the United States. He's having to break from the line. Did he just move ever so slightly? What will happen is that this is the end of the quarter. This is the final act of the first quarter. Scotland have been able to put a few more players forward. Well, this affects the routine. The delivery isn't the most rapid. Good block from the USA. Second bite to the cherry. Goalkeeper's down. It's closer than it's been turned in for the equalising goal of the final act of the first quarter. Scotland on level terms, completing that what turned out to be quite a scramble, but with 17.5 minutes on the clock. Scotland are level with the final touch of the ball. I was looking at the delivery of the ball from the injection, which wasn't the most rapid. But there was the trap, hammered towards the goal. The goalkeeper was down at this point. There's the save, which led to an open goal, and then a real hammer into the back of the net from Magnus Ferrier for Scotland. So we are level at the end of the first 17.5 minutes of play. Scotland have done very, very well. United States have looked dangerous in attack as well. Two well-matched teams in this over 40s men's competition. This is a match in Pool B of that said competition. At the moment, Argentina and Malaysia are leading the way with 4 points from their 2 games. USA, Australia, Spain and Scotland have already played 1 prior to now. Italy have played 2. And United States are on 3 points, winning their game by 5 goals to 0. I think they defeated Italy by that score. And Scotland, well, they were defeated by 4 goals to 0 in their previous outing. Surface against Australia tomorrow. Scotland, it was that match on the 12th against Australia. That was the match I was thinking of. It wasn't Argentina. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at on the list that's in front of me, because Australia aren't in the team list in the pools. There we go. Never mind. Very sunny day. Right. We're holding off. Teams are taking off fluid. Thanks again to our presentation partners, Selixir and Hockey for Heroes, for bringing us this opportunity to bring you the Net Masters Hockey World Cup Nottingham 2022. Beautiful day out there. If we're able to bring you the goal scorers, I'll put that back on screen to give you the position of the game. I make it, it's David Dupreez who scored first for the United States, penalty corner, and also penalty corner applied with a final touch of the quarter from Magnus Ferrier. So that's the state of play. A bird flutters past the commentary position. Looks like we are set and pretty much ready to go. Scotland are primed. USA are making their way back out. So yes, it looks like 7th minute and 17th minute. So 7 for David Dupreez, and of course 17.5 minutes on the dot from Magnus Ferrier. and he has the privilege of starting the second quarter, the goal scorer. Rare is the time when the goal scorer gets to touch the ball next. Bit of a rarity. So Scotland back on level terms, trying to work it down the right-hand side via Wilson, who's been a feature of the first half so far for Scotland on their right-hand side. Scotland looking to pin USA down into the corner, another tussle for possession, but USA come out the better of it. Running in front of me is captain Andrew Todd. Just checks back, looks to go on the left-hand side with a pass. That route to the pass is blocked. USA running into a bit of trouble, and the turnover has gone the way of Scotland via the umpire's whistle. Scotland into the circle. Can they get an opportunity here? Looks like penalty corner. Looks like it's been awarded. So the first of the second quarter. Watching a replay. Is it in real time? I'll admit it didn't seem to be obvious. There's the ball through. Was there a foot at the edge of the circle? I think there may have been. Scotland successful from their most recent penalty corner. This is their third of the game, by my maths. Looks like Stenhouse is likeliest to be the trapper. That is the route. It's not fast, but it's a ball out to the right-hand side. Goalkeeper gets a pad onto it. It's been loose, hammered towards goal once more. USA get the whistle. And not wasting any time in getting the ball down the field. Scotland first to it though. Nice run, is there a pass? USA managed to block. Good tackle acknowledged by the players on the field. And a little shout of frustration. USA go from the side. Being played in the air at the moment. Bit of a coming together, a few whistles from the umpire. USA moving quickly through the gears again. At the moment there's only a handful of players back for Scotland. And we have a penalty corner for the USA. I think that may have been a bit of maybe shielding of the ball, obstruction, likeliest. So this is a quick ball forward. USA on the break here, really going through the gears quickly. Shoulder to shoulder. I think there's a little bit of a bump there. And after a little bit of a thought, umpire Small has given USA penalty corner. Bearing in mind that David Dupree scored from the only opportunity so far. I wonder if we'll see a similar routine in the outcome. You can see where that's ended up. You don't need to describe that to you. Wilson for Scotland gets the ball rolling again for the men in blue. A little bit of cloud cover. The temperature suddenly has dropped a little bit, which will be a welcome relief to the players out there. Flick ball forward. The USA forwards to get onto. It's there over by the baseline. Is there a route through? Long corner is the call. Moving it from right to left, but the ball that was looking to find the player furthest forward a little bit of a nudge, and I think that sounded like a whistle, like there was about to be a card shown, but there wasn't. A series of substitutions about to be made by Scotland. It's nice attempt in the air from Benedict Riches for USA. Something a little bit different. Huge sound of stick on stick. Scotland running into a little bit of traffic, but they've done well to get the ball to there. Taken up by Cochrane, who rides one challenge. Cochrane keeping going towards the baseline and into the circle now. What's the end product like? Has it been carried over the line or knocked behind? Long corner, it was knocked behind. Scotland don't get it right from the restart. Goal scorer Ferrier playing it direct into a USA player. That's Paul Wood, who was just shielding the ball. In front of us now is Captain Todd. Yellow armband on his left arm. Nice stretching interception from Ashley Cochrane. Aerial ball into an awful lot of space. Nice taken down. Goalkeeper has come out and got it away neatly. Still Matt Jones in the Scotland goal. .25 minutes elapsed. One goal apiece, both coming from penalty corners in the first quarter. Yes, you did hear the ball hit the backboard. USA with a restart. The triangles together. I think it's Craig Smith who's just into the fray now. Good pressure from Scotland. It's allowed the USA the one option to just punch the ball forward. Scotland back in possession halfway. There is a man on though. Very, very quick play again. Just having a talk to our gallery of lost vision for a moment. I'm going on what I can see out the window at the moment, and not a lot is happening. Gallery, lost vision. Looks like we have what likely is a penalty corner for Scotland. I'll get that confirmation for you as soon as we get the vision back. There we are. So penalty corner number 2 of the quarter for Scotland. Flicked up and over. Good effort is the call. Still 1-1. 27.5 minutes played. Good break down the USA left-hand side, ball in towards the circle, finds a Scottish stick in a block, and then play forward to halfway. Nice pick up from Craig Paulson. Penalised. Craig Smith looks to find a teammate and does so. James Hollington now picks up the ball for Scotland. Space is starting to appear in the middle of the field. That's a nice ball forward. First time pass blocked by USA. Long corner is the outcome of that move. Players starting to feel the heat, certainly. Ball towards the baseline, picked up. What's going to happen here? Punch to one, the baseline. It hits the outside of the frame of the goal. USA ball. Just over 5 minutes to go till half time. Very hot, warm day here in Nottingham. Not the type of weather you usually associate with the Midlands. USA doing well to retain it under a lot of pressure from Scotland here. Nice turn. Layoff. USA are working this quite neatly down the right hand side. There's a little slip though, which is unfortunate. Things were developing for USA. That's appreciated by the crowd as well. Push forward, trying to find Craig Paulson, and two players going to ground there. Scotland get the whistle. Wilson swings and doesn't get the ball. So things will be turned over back to USA. Nice pick up again from Scotland on the halfway line from 54, James Hollington. Another player going to ground. Things are getting quite physical out there as the opening half of play gets further and further towards the end point. You can see the shadows are getting longer on the pitch. Also means that the sun is on the players. It makes identification just that little bit more difficult. Nice shape on that one. USA battling for it on their right hand side of the field. Can Scotland sense another opportunity before the end of the half? Can USA pounce? Both teams have had a good couple of opportunities. Of course, both teams have scored in this game so far. No change in the score from the end of the first quarter, though. USA working things through the middle. There's a nice turn shooting opportunity on the reverse side, and not the connection that would have been in the coaching manuals. Very, very presentable opportunity on the left-hand side of on the reverse side. To Scotland's 46, Paulson. They're going down. What's the call? Long corner. Time ticking away. Taken a little bit too quickly. I don't think anyone was quite prepared for that. And never mind Craig Hilton's teammates, who I think weren't prepared for it either. He's trying to catch everybody off guard with that run through. Both teams working very, very hard for every spell of possession. Danny Hayden, I think that is, who was just pushing the ball forward and letting the ball do the work. Whistle blows. Scotland ball. A minute and a little bit to go to the end of the half. That one just a bit too much pace for Michael Clements to pick up for Scotland. Things starting to stretch out a little bit into the final minute of this first half, which has been pretty good entertainment. Both teams fighting hard. Neither team really finding a good flow, in my view. Good spells of possession. So what do the teams say as the half-time hooter blows? Well, what we will do is have a 10-minute half-time break. We'll be back just before the start of the second half. Many thanks to our presentation partners, Selexia and Hockey for Heroes. Here's your half-time wrap. It was United States taking the lead from a penalty corner in the 7th minute from David Dupreez. Lovely finish low and hard into the goal, and Scotland equalising with a very final touch of the first quarter through Magnus Ferrier. 17.5 minutes on the board. That was the score, and that's exactly as it remains at the end of the first half. This is the 2022 Net Masters World Cup from Nottingham. We'll be back in a few moments. Welcome back to commentary from Nottingham, from very sunny Nottingham. In the over-40s men's competition, one of the 4 World Cups which are part of the Net Masters World Cup 2022. Over 35s and over 40s men and women, 4 competitions, 19 nations, 49 teams, and we're watching 2 competing in the over 40s men's competition. Scotland all in blue, USA in the red. Dark shorts and red. USA taking advantage of the space that's opening up. Play breaking down on the far side. Scotland back in possession. Attempted interception doesn't come off for USA. Things are running kindly for Scotland. Goalkeeper's come a long way. Goalkeeper makes a decisive moment and causes a long corner. Good choice ultimately. You can go quickly and be embarrassed. It's worked out all right. The USA goalkeeper. 2 goalkeepers for USA. part of the matchday squad. Long corner again. Teraba Shattuck was the starting goalkeeper for USA. David Eddy also listed. Goalkeeper down, another long corner. Trying to find a way through. They're in possession again, switching it from right to left. Michael Clements doing well to get that ball forward. However, USA back into possession. I think it's a mix-up in defence, and two Men in red playing the ball off each other, ultimately getting in the way a bit. Scotland on the left-hand side get pickpocketed. Big thump of the ball. Is that a slip or a trip? I'm not so sure. The situation in the game. We're a couple of minutes into the second half. USA 1, Scotland 1. USA taking the lead through David Dupree's penalty corner at the 7th minute. Magnus Ferrier with the equaliser right on the stroke of the first quarter. No change in the score since then. Another thing in the facts and figures stakes. USA with 2 penalty corners in the first half. Scotland managed 4. USA working it well, and that's been turned in. However, didn't get a touch. The ball coming from outside of the circle. Very, very quick restart. And there's a touch there now. I think we will see a card come out. I don't think there's much choice. That looks like a green card that has been shown. Get confirmation of the player. Look like 22 on the back of Sarandeep Mandaya, deliberately causing a foul. Scotland were breaking, so it's a 2-minute temporary suspension. Numerical advantage for Scotland for the time being. Can Scotland take advantage? This extra man that they have. Amanda serves that suspension. USA blocking the routes into the circle fairly well, but not that one. They've done well for mopping up and punch it to relative safety. Questions were asked whether that was the safest of the options. Play will restart pretty much on the halfway line. Clements, that's Michael Clements, who's right in front of me, blue headband wrapped around his head. There's the trap from Stephen Moore, that's Chris Miller, number 60. He's right in front of me too. Nice ball all the way through, stick on stick, and referee blows in favour of the USA. 42nd minute we're in. USA with good time management. It's Paul Wood who had just taken the ball forward. Just maintaining possession. I think we're back up to a full complement of players now. 11 versus 11 again. 2 green cards shown in the game. And they've both gone to players from the USA. Nice passing and moving from Scotland again. Just having to check back, and there's a coming together player going to ground, and I think Captain Todd has been spoken to, possibly by the umpire. He's certainly making his way off the field of play. Well, meanwhile, play continues. I'm just watching off the camera. Is Todd going for a sit? Yes, he has gone for a sit now. So there's another card being shown. I can't tell you what colour it is, but Captain Todd is off the field of play for USA. So it's a third card being shown to a USA player. Once again, Scotland have a numerical advantage. Team USA will be trying to just checking up on the length of that suspension. Meanwhile, USA surge forward for Kevin Tan. Tan gets the ball back again. Things are a bit congested, and things are heating up on the field of play to a degree. I can tell you that was a green card shown for the third time to Team USA. Now, I'm not sure that the official record is showing the right information. It looks as if there are 2 green cards shown in the 40th minute. However, we know, because we were watching it, only Sarandeep Mandar ended up sitting down. So Andrew Todd has been shown a green card, so there's a 2-minute temporary suspension which is serving currently. There's much left of that now. Another player goes to ground, another long blow with a whistle. Penalty corner is the outcome. Here's the replay. Very decisive whistle. Look at that, struggling for the ball. There's the ball from the side. There's the restart. I think a bit of a sandwich is what's caused the penalty corner, first penalty corner of the second half, to be awarded. Ferrier is the likeliest taker. He scored the equalising goal from a penalty corner. He's there towards the bottom right of your picture with 53 on his back. Same route, he shuffles to the left, the ball pops up, and it's a re-award. I think he may have found the foot. I think that might have been Craig Smith, number 3. USA numbers are quite difficult to identify, so it's a re-award. 2 penalty corners in each quarter so far for Scotland. It looks to be like they're going through Ferrier again. This time he gets it but passes it and flicks the ball up, and it pops up. The goalkeeper's come out a long way, who's no one at home, and it's a re-award. Strange passage of play, decisive goalkeeping. Keeper decided to try and come and clean everything out, but I think it ultimately wasn't the right choice. Is it third time lucky for Scotland in this series of 3 penalty corners that we've had so far? Again, Magnus Ferrier is likely to be the target. And it's padded away. And time is off. And what's the umpire going to say here? Long corner. Scotland don't want to waste any time. Full complement of 11 players on both sides now. Oh, and there's a real presentable opportunity just behind the furthest Scotland player forward. Scotland getting deeper and deeper into this half and looking more and more likely to go ahead for the first time. A reminder, it was the USA that scored first and Scotland that equalised. Scotland fortunate to receive the ball in the middle of the field. Nice turn, punch towards the goal. Does it take a touch? Stephen Moore, I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but either way, Scotland retained possession. Not wasting any time. Cracked towards the goal, but didn't take a touch in the circle. No goal. Nice connection from Ferrier. I'm sure he was hoping for a touch, but didn't come. The USA progressing down their right-hand side. It was a ball from Todd, who was shown the green card a couple of moments ago. Approaching three-quarter time break. Many thanks to our presentation partners Selexia and Hockey for Heroes. Thank you so much for your support. With your support, we're able to pop these online for the rest of the world to see. Thank you to our presentation partners Selexia and Hockey for Heroes. Scotland working the ball from the back. It's a real good festival vibe to the Netmasters World Cup here in Nottingham. If you do want to come down, you are more than welcome. Play is going on until Sunday the 21st. Entry is free. Best if you use the tram to come down though. Look for University Boulevard if you've never made your way down to Nottingham Hockey Centre before. Get on the tram courtesy of that. The best and easiest way to get to the Nottingham Hockey Centre. 50th minute. USA 1, Scotland 1. Picked up by USA 17, Federico Bardini. Nice first touch forward. So the inviting ball into the circle, knocked behind at the expense of a long corner. Not really seen much of Federico Baldini in this game so far. That was a nice way for him to catch my eye. Nice ball forward. Scotland though intercepts. And with USA committing a few more players forward than they have done. Is there a route through for Cochrane to try and push the ball forward? USA now have managed to get players back into defence. They've done well to hold up Scotland. Ferrier trying to go through the traffic. And is there a tackle there illegally? I wonder if there's advantage being played. It is. It looks like a penalty corner. Untidy outside the circle. First penalty corner for the USA in this second half. said that tackle was untidy outside of the circle. Let's see how it was going, because it was Ferrier who was in possession. USA moving quickly through the middle of the field. There's the pass forward just outside the 23, and yes, that's certainly not textbook. So USA scored in the 7th minute from a penalty corner through David Dupree's number 5. What's the outcome this time? Scotland out very quickly to try and block it down. Padded away, second shot comes in, and it's not on target. And that is the final act of the third quarter. And just like that, we played 52.5 minutes here in Nottingham. USA won, Scotland won in the Net Masters World Cup 2022. So USA won, Scotland won. A reminder, David Dupree scoring first. Penalty corner for the USA on 7 minutes, and Magnus Ferrier equalising on 17.5. No change in the score, although we have had some really presentable opportunities in this third quarter. It's as you were. USA won, Scotland won. Nottingham Hockey Centre. USA will start the final quarter of the game. Goal scorer, Dupree's 5 on his back. Gets us off and rolling once more. Nice twist and turn to get away from the tackle. USA quickly towards the edge of the circle. Player goes down. It looks as if we'll get a free hit from more or less that position. Real dramatic start to the final quarter. Bit of verve and endeavour. That's a little trick restart. Leaving the ball where it is. USA in the circle. Played low, goalkeeper's down. How's the ball stuck underneath the goalkeeper? I think it may have done. Scotland goalkeeper Matt Jones down on the floor, and I must say he's still on the floor. I hope everything's all right. Yeah, running over the ball, neat stuff to make a little bit of space. And there's a shot coming in, the block. I'm not entirely sure where the ball is. My imagination is telling me that the ball is stuck underneath the goalkeeper. I'm not sure what Matt Jones could do in the Scotland goal to get out of the way. But what we have is a USA penalty corner, 1 in every quarter so far for the USA. Delivery towards the right of centre. And it is a second for the USA. Powerful finish into the backboard. Crowds are cheering USA, USA. I think it might be Dupree who scores his second of the game. Watching the replay, and Scotland's movement out is very quick. There's the move. And now look at that celebration. Good stuff. We'll get official confirmation. Scotland a goal behind, USA a goal to the good now. So as I said, a penalty corner in every quarter so far for USA. It's the player who was green carded earlier on who's restored the United States lead. Alvaro Salcedo de Diego. Making it 2-1. 55th minute of the game. So what can Scotland do to respond? Stephen Moore in possession now, looks to go along the touchline. Just the umpire's signal there was a little bit of nudging. Scotland have it again with James Hollington. Can they find an equaliser in the time that's left? There's still an awful lot of games still to play. Big ooh from the crowd. I didn't like that too much. USA goalkeeper, the starting goalkeeper, Trevor Shattuck. Moving forward through the cut butter. In possession now. Turns the ball back. USA moving around neatly. Taking on the edge of the circle. Can they find a route in? Scotland again do well to see that attack and move the ball out of harm's way from a Scotland perspective. Straight out of play though. Scotland will have it from the side. Fans still cheering their two teams on here. There's a firm presence from both sides in the stands, as well as the seats, as the standing area. You can see there's the balcony behind us, and there's also some areas just to the left of us where the fans can go and watch. Busy day, Nottingham Hockey Centre. 19 matches today, if my memory serves me correctly. USA working it again. Goalkeeper sticks out a palm. Coming back now. That looks like a yellow card to me. I wonder if we're able to watch that one back. But it does look like it's Chris Wilson who's gone for a 5-minute sit down at the very least. Definitely Scotland down a player. Get that confirmed for you. The duration of that in a few moments' time. It is a 5-minute yellow card shown to Chris Wilson. That's confirmed. Now it's Scotland's turn. It's the first card, I believe, that Scotland have been shown in the game. USA have had a few more. How does Scotland respond to being a player down for the first time? So there's the ball crunched away. Scotland, I think that gives you an idea that rather than trying to work the clock down and being a player down, they're keen to get back into this game. There's a desire. I think there's a way back into this one. free hit towards the right-hand side of the circle. It's carried all the way over. Going back to come forward is the route forward, and doesn't ultimately come off. USA back into possession. There's a miscontrol, although gathered at the second attempt. Flicked up through the air with ease, although there's no one in red quite close to that, although it has worked out neatly. Decent block from Scotland. And it is a penalty corner for the USA. Umpire making the signal clear, and also where the offence took place. There's the flick ball forward. Didn't look like much danger, although that nice tickle forward on the first time. That's a really good touch. That's probably the touch of the game. Once again, the signal as clear as you like. So 2 penalty corners scored for the USA so far. Might make it a third here. Good delivery. And that's been stopped on the line. Defender's not happy. And I think it's more to do with maybe a pain thing rather than any disappointment. It is a penalty stroke. The ball was stopped on the line. USA have a golden opportunity to convert this to a 3-1 lead. Let's watch the penalty corner routine again. The delivery was powerful, and it was blocked, I think, off the goalkeeper and onto the player. And I think there's a little bit of a delayed reaction. Possibly 3-0, and that's been converted and put away. USA extend the lead in the 62nd minute. Powerful finish. Just watch this again. One step forward. Boom. Low and hard, just above the backboard. Great finish. And the USA extend the lead. Is there a way back into this game for Scotland? Another shout of frustration I can hear through the window at the chapel. Dupree's with his second of the game, converting that penalty corner. Penalty stroke even. He converted a penalty corner earlier on, penalty stroke. Put away. It looked like number 1 on the Scotland goalkeeper. I think that might have been David Snell. Matt Jones was the starting goalkeeper. Hilton under pressure. Yellow card. Still for Chris Wilson means that Scotland are down to 10 for at least a few moments more. Still sitting on the sidelines. Is there a route back into this for Scotland? Is this points on the board for USA? We already had one win in the tournament so far, 5-0 victory. against Italy, if my memory serves me correctly. They'll move on to 6 points. They'll leapfrog Argentina and Malaysia, who are currently topping the standings in Pool B with 4, if things stay the same. Scotland keen to get on with things through Craig Hilton. Hilton goes towards the left-hand side. Nice take. Is there support there? Trying to go through the player. Shouts of discipline. I think that's a Scottish voice in there, calling for discipline. Here's Hilton. Shapes over the ball. USA able to see that off from defence. There's a player gone down just to the left of your screen. Scotland will restart urgently. Ball rolling outside of the circle. Another series of free hits for Scotland on the left-hand side. They can see the match clock. They know there's just over 5 minutes remaining. Scotland 1 win, 1 defeat so far. Match against Australia. Australia in 4th position in the pool and they're able to successfully read the table. Again, USA see things off from the edge of the circle and allowed to carry the ball forward. There's the layoff, wiping off a few all-important seconds as the clock ticks beyond 65. Good game management from the USA, keeping the ball out of Scotland's reach. Big call of play. Scotland really battling hard for possession, and that's not gone their way. USA ball. Nice check back to draw the challenge. Things breaking down somewhat in the middle of the field of play. 4 minutes to go, 4 minutes of effort and energy. Once again, USA very, very professionally hanging on to the ball. Up until that point, there is such a thing as the commentator's curse. It is real. It's Captain Andrew Todd of the USA. His tiptoes on the sidelines, just waiting for the ball to be returned. 3 minutes to play. Will the USA hold on to their 2-goal lead and get the 3 points? That's certainly what Captain Todd thinks. Level for so long in the game. And over the baseline we go. Scotland really want to get on with things. I think they feel there's another attack in them. Still a little bit of urgency about the men in blue. Over halfway. Could press this. There's a turn to maintain possession. Scotland ball. Less than 2 minutes remain. Will there be another chapter in this game that's given us so much so far? Scotland working their way towards the edge of the circle. Free hit just outside, having to go back out before it can get played in. Chopped away, penalty corner for Scotland. This is likely to be the final action of the game. So just watching this again, we did see the clearance coming from USA stick. And umpire Small pointing towards the goal. It's definitely the clearance that he was objecting to. USA taking a lot of time to get prepared for this. Scotland ready. Played low, good save, padded away. The captain Todd of the USA hammers the ball towards halfway where it's picked up. And USA happy to maintain possession. Scotland winning it back. There is still another twist in this game, you feel. Scotland, though, wastes the opportunity with a ball played through over the baseline. I think that might be that, 5 seconds or thereabouts to play. In fact, less than that. There is the final hooter. Victory for the USA. 4 goals in the game, all scored from penalty corners and penalty strokes. Terrific entertainment, handshakes all round. Let's pop the detail on the screen as you give you the summary. So, USA scoring first, David de Vries in the 7th minute. Penalty corner, Scotland equalising through Magnus Ferrier, 1-1, right at the end of the first quarter. USA retaking the lead from a penalty corner, Alvaro Salcedo del Diego. And the USA with a second for David de Vries, converting a penalty stroke. It was a penalty corner that was saved and then played onto the player on the line, which caused the penalty stroke. Good performance from both teams. USA, well, they move on to 6 points and top the group as things stand. Scotland played 2. Looking for their very first points. And as the teams shake their hands, one more round of thanks to our presentation partners, Selexia and Hockey for Heroes, for allowing us to bring this game to you. And that is it for me for this afternoon. We will see you back again if you're staying with the live stream for one more match. Simon Mason will be sitting in this very chair, this very hot chair, for the match starting at 6 p.m. in the over 35s women competition, England versus